Everyone, I'm Nancy Dowd, product lead for Library Aware, and we're starting a new series called Makeover Monday, where we go into the product and find some flyers or bookmarks or other items that people have created, and we do a makeover. So today's flyer is Partners in Chime. It's a holiday concert, and the person who made this did a really great job in keeping her description nice and short. She used a flyer that had a nice border around it and some colors that are nice for holidays. So with that said, let's take a look at what it might look like if we used a different template. So everyone knows by now that my favorite templates are called overlays because they allow you to have a lot more flexibility in design. I'm going to pick this one called Flyer Mix Portrait, and I'm going to select the template. Now remember, when we get to this page, on the right-hand side is our preview, and on the left-hand side is where we enter the content that will be carried over. So this time, I pick my Partners in Chime information. This is exactly the same content the person used in her flyer. And if you haven't entered content yet or you want to edit it, you just click in the box and it will show you where that shows up on the flyer. And again, don't worry about what it looks like over here. Once we save these reusables, we'll be able to edit. So let's save this and let's do Chime Flyer 1. Okay? And now this, because it's an overlay, has this image on the background. I'm going to change this out. And I was thinking one thing about holidays is that holly and greenery is pretty much gives you that feel. So I chose a wreath from online. You can go online and find copyright-free images, or you can use images inside our product. And what I want to do is make this nice and big. Now the reason why I picked this is because it has this nice big space in the middle, and I thought that would make a great place to put my content and still give a nice feel for a holiday with the holly. Okay, so you can see I'm just kind of moving that around. I'm going to bring I think I'm going to do it this way. Now the first thing we want to do is our fonts. I'm going to look for a nice holiday font that's easy to read. And remember, you can look in this column to find what they look like. And I'm going to use Spyrex. I think that looks great, but I need to make it a little bit smaller so that it's not blocked by that holly. All right, and I just decrease my font a little bit more. Okay. And maybe I'll even bring that down. Now remember, you can keep editing as you go along, so I'll just move that around. Now I have my date and time and location. I'm going to justify that right. And this time, because I've got plenty of space here, let me just get rid of the comma. And now I'm going to make this bigger. And for me, I like lining things up somewhat, so I'm going to line that up to the holiday. And now I have my date. Over here is my description. I'm going to highlight all of that and justify left so that it brings it away from my border. And then I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger before I start playing with it, with editing, so that I make sure that it's readable. So let's go. Holiday music performed with hand chimes makes for an emotional experience for your listening enjoyment. Recommended listening for the whole family. Let's bring that up. And it's free. So that's an emphasis. Let's bold that, make it a little bit bigger. And let's make it the same color as this. Now, I always have a hard time finding that exact color, so I just simply go to the color swatch. And when I click on this to edit it, it actually tells me what those colors are. So this is a nice purple. Here's the hex number. I'm going to Control-C to copy it. And then I'm going to highlight this, go into my color fonts here, and in the hex area, type that in, and there, it's the perfect color. All right. I'm going to move this down a little bit to give it some space. And actually, I think I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. All right, looks nice. If I wanted to move this a little bit more to give it a little bit more, I like it. So I'm going to save it. And it's Partners in Chime, Holiday Concert. Very simple. And remember, after I've saved it, I can publish it directly to Facebook, Twitter, or put it right into my catalog. And don't forget, you're going to want to do a reading list for this. Maybe a bookmark, a rack card, or even a bifold. All right? Thanks a lot. Good luck.